So I want to talk about last year. I want to talk about 2017, the things that I did last year, the things that I've learned from it, and the foundations that it's brought me moving on into this new year 2018. I'm going to talk about things both personally and work-wise, so I'm going to split the video in two parts so it hopefully makes a little bit more sense. I want to start off with personal developments. So 2017 for me, it felt a lot like a year that I had highs and lows in my mental health, especially during the first half of 2017. I think I had a lot of problems with my anxiety, a lot of self-doubt, and then throughout the year I was making efforts to confront some of the problems that were causing me anxiety and actually reached out and got a little bit of help. So as the year went on, I started to feel more and more stable, but it took a lot of work. I definitely did a lot of work personally last year, and I actually went to see a therapist for the first time. And that's been something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I've always been afraid of doing it, or potentially I wasn't in the right frame of mind to benefit from therapy. But I think I got to a point with my anxiety that I thought, I can't continue with this, so I'm going to ask for some help. And the therapy sessions were hard, especially the first three, I think. When I was opening up, I was talking about all of my background and all of these things that had kind of led me to feel certain ways about myself or have certain patterns of behaviour. The more I went, the easier it got, and the more positive I felt coming out of the sessions. And I started to come up with tools and things to do to deal with certain situations to make sure that I could prevent anxiety happening. And of course, I'm always going to suffer from anxiety. That's just part of my personality and it's part of my makeup. But I can definitely see the benefit of talking to someone and getting some help and actually getting all of these thoughts that are stuck inside your head just out in the open so that you can see them in a different perspective. And the final big thing that I was working on last year is asking for help and allowing myself to be vulnerable with other people and not seeing the fact that I need help on something as a weakness, and in fact just recognising that we all have different skills and somebody else could really help you with the thing that you're doing. In the past I would always struggle to delegate tasks off to other people. I would like to carry everything all by myself, and sometimes that's just way too much stress, and you'll actually benefit from getting help from other people who might have a different insight on something to you or might have more experience than you. So I've just been using this opportunity to work closer with other people, to learn off them and to use their skills. So I'm going to talk a little bit about work now, and just a bit of background. I'm a freelance filmmaker. I've been freelance for the past 6 years, working both in commercial, documentary and narrative film. In 2017, I think I was trying to find a balance between doing work that is commercial and work that's going to pay my rent, and then doing work that's going to further a career that I really want, which is working in narrative film and actually making more personal work. At the beginning of the year I was working for lots of different people, and although I was working on really exciting projects, none of those projects really came from me. They were all created by someone else, and I was hired in to either make a film or do some editing, working as part of a larger team. It was always very varied, which is something I really appreciate being freelance. But I really wanted to adjust the balance of making something for someone else and making something for me, which is something that I've built the foundations up in 2017, and in 2018 I've got a really good balance going on so that I'm making enough money and I'm still doing projects that are going to aid my personal projects. I've also been enjoying a bit more financial stability with my work, which is amazing. And I found this stability by taking on a regular contract with a film company in Cumbria called Signal Film and Media. As part of my work for Signal Film and Media, I also get to help run creative workshops, cinema events, art exhibitions. There's a whole list of things that I've gotten to do that I've never done before. So I've really enjoyed having this job and actually trying some new things, learning some new skills. The final thing I want to talk about work-wise is my next project. Last year I started writing a script. It's been an idea that I've had for quite a while, but it's always adapted throughout time. And last year it felt ready to start writing, and I also had enough time and flexibility to actually start taking that project seriously and moving it forward. At the end of last year I finished the script and I got a team on board, and then moving into this year we've decided a shoot date, which is going to be in March, which is really exciting to actually have it wrote down in the calendar. Because then it has to happen. I'm not going to say too much about the film right now. I think I'll make some behind the scenes videos about it and some more videos about the process. It's a very terrifying experience because this film's going to be the first narrative short that I've directed outside of university. I think it's normal to be a little bit anxious about the things that you care about the most. The script that I've wrote is quite personal, so it really does feel like it's part of me. But the film's gonna happen, and generally I'm feeling really positive about it. Generally.